nothing. You need to know that, and that's what's great about these. That's very limited, only 1,000 of those to go around. And again, fun to look at, has a great fragrance and absolutely delicious too. So I'm ordering that. I always order this. You know, the plants I ordered from you the first time you were here, I still have, and I love them because they pop up now automatically when time is good.
That's what happens, especially with summer bulbs, as you see here with the gladioli. These are going to be bulbs that you plant into the garden, and they come up every single year. But have you seen how many we've got in this collection? 50 bulbs. Flowering size bulbs as well. So they're going to give you flowers this year, guaranteed. These,
look at the size of these bulbs.
Absolutely amazing quality. So these are Dutch quality, which is the best quality of bulb in the world. Flowering size bulbs, and in a color mixture that you won't find in the garden centers. These will attract bees, butterflies, hummingbirds. But do you know what they won't attract? Deer and rabbits. They're deer and rabbit resistant plants. So these are great for the side of the border. They're only 1 foot tall, so they're self-supporting as well. You won't have to put lots of string and cane against them. These are very stout, strong gladioli. So these are excellent heritage. These are premium colors. Every color of the rainbow that you can see here in the studio. Flowering size bulbs, different to what you'd find in the garden centers and the DIY stores. Easy to grow as well. These are ideal for beginners. So if you're someone that hasn't bought anything at all through shopping TV in terms of plants and bulbs, this is the perfect place to start. You're going to put probably around 10 in a container that's 1 foot across. And I'm just going to show you very quickly how we're going to plant those up. So I don't mind using my fingers for this type of job. But generally, you're going to plant bulbs about 3 times their own depth. So like 1, 2, 3. So we're going to plant that 2
and the pointy side up again,
with the pointy side up. But again, you will have full instructions that show you how to do that. But even if you plant these the wrong way up, bulbs are intelligent. They'll find the right way up to grow.
They're going to find the sun.
Do not panic too much. So we're going to drop those really, really easily and quickly into this container. So once you receive your bulbs, you've got 50 bulbs sent to you in the mail, and you're going to plant them up as soon as you receive them if you can, and it's literally going to take you less than a minute to plant those up.
You're going to plant a dozen of these in literally 2 minutes. You're going to have those already planted.
Gardening and growing plants and flowers does not have to take up lots of your time. And these are bulbs. So once you've planted them into that container, you're going to water it a couple of times over the next few weeks. But basically, because you're growing bulbs, all that goodness is already in the bulb. So all the nutrients, all the feed, it's already in there. So even if you didn't plant them, they'd start to shoot. Super easy.
All right, I want to remind everybody, Michael, we only brought in about 600. In fact, I have 500 of these remaining for everybody. This is your gladioli mix, and this is the use and care. This is full to part sun. These prefer to grow on bloom in late spring as they go into summer. That's the blooming period. We tell you how far apart to plant. We tell you how tall they're going to get. And to Michael's point, these are the 18 to 30 inch, not what we would call a dwarf gladiola, but one that is more stout and won't bend or flop over.
They're selected for that strength, and so they don't require extra maintenance when you grow them in the garden.
When you order, this is how it works. So you can see in the parts of the country where May 14th or later you receive them, right? You can see May 7th. The map goes through, and it really depends on the climate of the area of the country you live in, but they won't ship until they're ready to be planted. To me, that's brilliant, because when I get them in the mail, I know, okay, I got to put these in the ground within the next couple weeks, at least, or get them in as soon as you can. There's no guesswork.
Nope. So everything's sent to you at the right time for planting, which is the best way to do that. But remember, this is a mixture you'll find hard to find in the garden centers and the DIY stores, because this has got brighter colors. This has got a better selection of colors. Almost every color that's available in gladioli is in this collection. It will attract bees, beneficial insects, butterflies and hummingbirds to your garden. The value on these bulbs is incredible, but every single year they'll come back. So that investment this season is for every year, for 10 years or more in your yard.
And if you went and bought a bunch of gladiolas, think of what you would pay for beautiful gladiolus, gladiolus fresh cut. You're getting 50 plants. I mean, that's a lot of territory to cover. Or as we said, you can do just, 8 or 9 or 10 and put them in just a regular planter. I have a deck outside, and that's where I do it because it's really where you get the most sun. Other parts of my house are kind of like, it's iffy depending on where you are. But no matter where you put these, you're going to get great results. We tell you when to plant them. They deliver or at the time of the year when you need to plant them. And look at the condition of the bulbs. That's the big difference, because when I go to the garden store, normally when I go to the garden store, I buy the little seedlings because I do herbs and stuff like that. Just because when you look at the bulbs, they look like they're already dead. The condition of them is not good. Yours, they look like they're ready to burst.
Yep. Perfect quality. There's no pest and disease on these bulbs. They're some of the best quality, but they're also some of the biggest as well. So these will be guaranteed to flower in their first season. And that is the main difference you're getting with Meadow Valley bulbs. When you go along to the garden centre or the DIY store, you cannot be sure that the bulbs you're buying will flower in that same year. Sometimes you'll plant them into the yard and you won't get any blooms that first year, but with these, they're guaranteed to give you that colour this summer. And that will be in containers, in the border. You're getting this bright colour that just explodes out of the ground.
There, right?
It is amazing. So you've got
fireworks,
full colour range in this, attracting bees, butterflies, hummingbirds, beneficial insects as well. You'll be attracting insects to your garden that will feed on the nasty insects and basically sort it out for you. So if you're an organic gardener, this is a perfect way to bring those beneficial insects and bees into the garden. The plants have stature. They're a foot tall. They're self-supporting. You can see the samples we've got here in the studio. There's no staking there. You've got that full colour mix. You've got those glorious blooms. Gladioli are probably one of my favourite cut flowers as well, but they can cost a lot when you buy those bunches in the store. Here, you've got the opportunity to grow your own. Imagine growing your own bouquet of blooms and giving them to a relative or your mother, or having them at a summer barbecue, or taking them as a gift when you're invited somewhere for dinner, and the joy that you've grown them yourself. It is amazing.
We only have a few hundred remaining. In fact, Paul might even put a left counter up just to give you an idea of what's left. He says with the people on the line, there's maybe 200 left, because we got about close to 200 people shopping. So if you want something that's not too challenging for you, if you're one of those people that doesn't think you can do it because you don't have the green thumb, because trust me, I did it. I look forward to my tuberoses coming up. I bought a whole bunch of stuff last time you were here because I was like, well, because when I go to the garden store, nobody tells me what to do. They don't give me, and I need like somebody to hold my hand through this. And Michael does that, and Meadow Valley does that through the actual way the program is set up. From the time when you're supposed to plant, they're not delivered until they're ready to be planted. The care and use instructions, everything is right there.
Step-by-step instructions. You can't fail.
No.
And these are bulbs which are great for beginners as well. We've guaranteed that they'll flower in the first year. You're getting a mix that you won't find in the shops either. You're getting the mixture with the full colour range of gladioli. You're getting self-supporting 1-foot tall plants that won't need staking in the border. They're great to grow as a mini hedgerow or in patio containers on the terrace.
Yeah, I love it.
Or just pop them into those gaps in the border. Maybe you've got gaps where shrubs and perennials haven't filled out yet. Drop some bulbs into those gaps. Don't let any area of your yard be without colour.
And these will shoot up like little beams of colour, I'm telling you, and you get 50 of these.